Welcome everyone to Monster Hunter, where today we're going to be doing some monster hunting, but not as you know it. Isn't that right, Cotton?
Apparently today I'm a babysitter.
What do you mean?
Well, your head is giant. Oh wait, no, that's wrong. Your body's small.
That's very mean of you to say, Mr. Cotton.
What happened to you?
There was some wrong experimentation in Elgato.
So you're saying there's a brand new monster that has a shrink ray?
I need you to know that although I'm talking like this and tiny, mentally nothing has changed. I just can't stop.
I feel like it's weird that you felt the need to point that out, which concerns me.
Just in case you thought I was some sort of child.
You do seem like a bit of a child.
TJ, back me up on this.
You're shorter than me.
TJ, why would you make fun of me?
Nobody's shorter than me, except for you. And the cats, I guess. Are you a cat?
Meow.
Oh, cool. My new Palico's here.
I'm not your Palico, you son of a bitch.
I don't know. You sort of look like one.
You know what? How do you like it?
This is not the same thing.
Well, the results are a bit random.
I miss my body.
I missed my height and or age.
I feel like I have lost more than you in this moment.
Well, you get cool invisibility powers.
Are you invisible if the important part of you is still visible?
This is so fucking dumb.
I feel like you could stick me in a storefront and put a hat on me.
What are we doing? The Adventures of Tiny Pro and Floating Head Noob.
Woo! Well, I'm going to eat now, I guess.
You just gonna like float down and grab the food.
Food time! Feed the floating head. Don't ask where it goes once it's in my throat.
That's a really good point. Why is it not just falling out of your neck stump?
Oh no, there it is.
Welcome then to this hunt where I'm sure everything will be completely normal.
Ah! Mind powers!
The fact that Sword and Shield is so good as well, because you got you're like a random enemy in like a Mario Castle or something, like the floating weapons dude.
It's me, Boo and Shield.
You know, to say I have a literal degree in games design, and my creative force there was, it's floating weapons dude.
Floating weapons dude.
Why did I waste my time studying all those years ago?
To be fair, I doubt there was like a course on naming NPCs.
Look at my the stride length is just...
Look, I just... You know, it's sort of weird for a normal-sized human to hold the great swords as big as they are. This is something different.
I am the ultimate strongest child. Behold, just a regular Gaismagorm.
Looks like he's having a fun time down there.
All right, let's go.
All right, child.
I can't deal with your float. The Adventures of Great Sword Child and Ghost Sword and Shield. So this is Gaismagorm Cotton Edition.
Oh.
I thought you'd very much appreciate this lovely take on this lovely monster. Ah!
He does look very edible. So, I mean, it might be slightly harder to dodge when I don't know where my body is.
How did you even get hit? You've only got a head.
Well, they just aimed for the head. Oh, cool. I can still drink potions. Good. I was worried.
Just pour the liquid down your stump.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I am very excited for this guy to light up.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fun.
Whoa!
Oh, God.
Okay, I need to start. Oh,
yeah,
my God, I need to start playing.
I haven't fought a Gaismagorm in a long time.
I'm very much flying by the seat of my pants here.
Well, at least your pants exist.
But also, the expression doesn't make. How do you fly by the? What is the seat of your pants?
Well, the seat of your pants is, I assume, the part under your butt, so they don't happen on assless chaps.
So, like, it's being like lifted through the air and you're flying with it because, like, your trousers are being telekinetically controlled by some sort of entity.
I know what it is. It's describing a wedgie.
It's describing a wedgie. I'm not sure that's entirely true.
Like a really high-powered wedgie that lifts you into the sky. I'm really struggling to find myself, you know?
That's all right, man. You know, it takes time. People keep finding themselves throughout their whole life. You're always going to keep changing and developing. You know, it's fine. You don't have to.
Well, I wish I hadn't developed to lose a large majority of my body.
Look, that's just part of growth, man. You've finally gone through ghostity, and now you're matured into a full-on head existence.
I'm not sure this makes me feel better.
Look, you can't feel anything at all below the neck.
Well, yeah, but I still have a brain, which is unfortunately where the emotions go.
That's where the emotions go. You mean they don't go to the heart?
Well, I mean, it depends if you're talking, like, metaphorically or literally.
Look at you and your little floating sword and shield behind a rock.
I'm just a head behind a rock. BME!
All right, guys, we're gone. Why are you spray painted such vibrant cues?
Maybe he just wanted to dye his hair. Maybe he's going through an emotional time in life.
This is midlife crisis, Gaismagorm.
I also have a Ferrari.
I bought it on credit.
How hard do you think it is for a monster to get credit? Do you think it's just like, well, I mean, I guess I'll give you whatever you ask for because I'm terrified that you exist.
You know, that's probably a great point. I bet monsters get fantastic interest rates on their loans.
0%, 0%, don't come back.
Take the Ferrari and leave. Gaismagorm speeding down the motorway, listening to his theme tune like, wow, this was a fantastic purchase.
I can't believe that they're able to make Ferraris big enough for me.
God, this is a good song as well.
I wonder where it came from. Who wrote it? Oh, right, me, Gaismagorm.
Do you think okay, if I was a monster, I would listen to my own theme.
If you were a monster, you'd try to create your own theme because you wouldn't know if they already did or not.
To be fair, I don't go to sleep each night until I've listened to our outro at least 5 times.
Aww. Yeah, you gotta give an outro to the day. It makes sense that way.
Yeah, exactly, you know? I listen to it once per hour of sleep I plan on getting.
Is your favorite part the part where you enthusiastically say, Monster Hunter? Do you sing along with that part?
I do. I do. I'm like, oh, that's me! I like my Gaismagorm like I like my wacky warehouses, covered in springy, soft surfaces. God, I miss wacky warehouses.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, I don't even know if they still exist anymore, but when I was a kid, I used to go to a wacky warehouse, like birthdays would happen there. Basically, it's just a huge, massive, soft indoor play area. And it was like the coolest thing ever when you're a kid.
Interesting.
And it was called a wacky warehouse.
That seems like a really uninventive name for the fact that it's definitely just a warehouse that they rented out and just put shit in it. It's wacky!
It's so wacky! Look at the ball pit and the trampoline and there's a slide and... Oh my god, it's crazy!
This just reminded me of Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, actually, that's not the farthest away. So, when I was about 4 years old, my nana took me to a wacky warehouse. Okay, guys, I'm fine. I won't tell my story. You just make it about you.
I want to hear more about your nana.
Yeah, you can do. You just got to stop absorbing.
Nana.
Like, okay, do you know my grandma? Or am I missing something here?
Nana.
Oh!
Just wait to tell this story until there isn't a Dragonator in my spine.
Okay, don't worry. I'll meet you down there, and I'll let you know
how I wanted to hear it.
How it ends. It's a shame there isn't fall damage, because otherwise we would have solved the problem right here, right now.
To be fair, if there was fall damage, we'd be dead.
You know, why you got to be a cup half empty kind of guy?
Well, I'm just more happy that we don't have to have that cup, honestly.
Anyway, when I was like 4, my nana took me to a wacky warehouse. I had a lot of fun, and then when it came time to go, I didn't want to leave, because I was having a load of fun.
Makes sense.
So, you know a ball pit?
Yeah, I know a ball pit.
Which, by the way,
Pit of balls.
is a really more sinister name than I've ever kind of given it credit for, because anything with pit, like a pit is not a good thing, like a Satan pit or a
Satan pit. Yeah, that classic Satan
corpse. You know, a Satan pit. Look, I'm just saying a pit isn't a positive thing. No one associates, yeah, I just took a pit. Like I fell in a pit. You know, a pitfall trap. It's not a positive experience to have any involvement with a pit, is it? Like a pit.
Look, I'll be real with you. While I'm invested in what you're talking about, I can't help but imagine that there's like a friendly variety of snake called the ball pit viper.
This is the ball pit viper. It loves to play with colorful plastic.
It's not like poisonous or anything. He just likes balls.
Yeah, a pit is where you find a snake mating ball. That's not a positive pit unless you're a snake.
Well, yeah, I mean, for snakes, that's like the height of their lives.
Armpits, they're not a positive pit.
Well, no, but I also don't think that's like many other pits.
Oh, no, but Brad Pitt, that's generally a positive pit.
Well, it depends on your thoughts about Brad.
Why did you say it so like intimately? Do you know Brad?
Like, you know, I've been in a pit with him a couple of times.
Oh, I like that you went for a pit and not like a movie. So just at some point in your life, you and Brad Pitt have been in a hole. Like, so.
Look, Brad and I have been in the pit before.
You know, most people have a kind of normal celebrity meeting story. Me, I fell in a hole. Guess who was already in the hole? Brad Pitt.
And he was just like, you too? And I was like, yeah.
Why was your expression of Brad Pitt like, you too?
You too? You too? Have you also fallen in this pit?
Right?
It's me, Bradley
It
Pitt.
was Brad Pitt, man. I don't think you've actually met Brad.
Oh, you're right. It was just a guy named Brad who was in a pit.
So I swim down to the bottom of the ball pit.
And you start suffocating.
No, there's lots of air. There's good space between the balls. So I refuse to, come to the surface. I'm like lying on the floor of the ball pit. So Banana's obviously wandering around like, Josh, calling like, you do. And it's like 20 minutes go by, half an hour go by. The staff start help looking for me. Eventually, they're about to ring the police, thinking that I've been like kidnapped or I've gone missing.
Well, I mean, if there's somewhere where you can kidnap someone, that's a pretty like expectable place. Like if you're just gonna be like, where can I find kids?
Okay, look, kidnapping a child is obviously, horrific, okay? But
Yeah,
the way that
obviously.
you voice that kidnapper, where can I find kids? Like, it's the most jolly kidnapper I've ever heard in my life.
I'm looking for some kids, dear sir, madam. Where do you think I could find some?
Right? Could I trouble you for a moment of your time? I'd be most grateful. Where are the children? It's like,
Where do the children reside on this planet?
sorry, is it a kidnapper or an alien abductor? What the fuck?
They don't have to be separate entities.
Where are the young of your species located? So eventually, one of the members of staff, or it could have been, I can't remember which one, but one of them went kind of near the play area and went, if you are here and you don't come out, we'll have to call the police. And little me took that as calling the police on me, as opposed to
Well,
to
yeah,
look
I mean, it
for
sort of
me.
is.
So I was like, oh no! And I came out the ball pit like, please don't do that. And then they found me, those bastards.
I just love the concept of I'm having so much fun here, so instead of leaving, I'm going to not have fun and just sit in the bottom of this ball pit.
That reminds me of another time that I decided to just stay hidden in a location until people were worried that I'd been kidnapped.
You seem to really like making people worried that you've been kidnapped.
Look, I was an interesting small child. When I was about 6,
I didn't ask for your size.
we went to a furniture shop.
And I was having so much
One
fun
of those
that I
classic
never wanted
places
to
that you
leave.
want. I was having so much fun in the furniture shop. And it got to closing time, 5 o'clock, and I didn't want to leave. So I went like the second floor, the upper floor of the furniture shop, and crawled under a sofa that was up there. And then had all of the staff and both my parents looking for me for about half an hour before they eventually actually found me. They didn't lure me out with the police that time. They just genuinely found me.
Okay.
I was in so much trouble.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't understand why at the time, but I mean, like, that was a little shit move.
I'm starting to get the understanding that you just liked hiding a lot.
And there was this other time where I had people worried and looking for me. It was a kitchen shop. And I decided it would be a good fun to go for a little explore. But my parents were sat talking with someone, like over the desk, like planning what they wanted, that type of thing. So I was bored. Yeah. So I went to a nearby kitchen display and climbed into one of the cupboards that was part of like the units and closed the doors and just sat in it. So when they finished, they obviously were like, where the hell's he gone? And started looking for me. And the only reason I got found is because an entirely unrelated stranger separate couple were looking around the kitchen I happened to be chosen. And then the wife, who was a fairly old lady, crouched down to have a look at the cupboards and see what they were like. So she opened the cupboard only to see a small child staring back at her. And to this day...
I don't come with this, by the way.
Pardon?
It's like I don't come with. I'm sold separately.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually not part of this. Don't think you get that. I have never seen anyone so surprised to see me as that moment. She fell over backwards and like, ah! Like it was like proper jump scare. scared shriek.
Whole time, I thought there weren't children in the cabinets, but I was wrong.
I was told there wouldn't be surprise cabinet children. See, now that I think about it, I've probably more than the average person hidden a lot in small spaces until people are worried.
Yeah, I was much more of a just like run around type of guy. Like when I was a little scamp, I would not on like many occasions, but there's a couple occasions I've been told of where I just basically like ran into a street.
Okay, that's dangerous in its own way.
Well, yeah, that it is dangerous, and it freaked people out. But it's like my brain's just like, I know where the cars are. I know how to dodge them. I'll just not be where the cars are, and then I'll cross.
I kind of really like this color scheme more than I expected to. It's growing on me the longer we're fighting him.
I enjoy it. It's a color scheme that I generally prefer.
How's ghost mode treating you?
You know, getting better as it goes. It's still really hard to dodge when I can't see the 90% of my body.
I just love seeing your weapons floating around the place.
I love attacking with them. I just feel like I'm a glowing energy orb that has telekinetic control.
See,
over
I think
weapons.
this child form has helped me out because it's like all the strength to greatsword, but like compacted into a smaller body. So I'm
yeah,
denser.
you're like an ant.
Yeah, I'm like ant in it. You know, I've got some density
Ant
that's really
squid.
helping me out here. Good old ant density. I never did understand why my ant was called density, but I never questioned it.
Nobody had a choice in the matter. It was already on the birth certificate when I was born.
You're not going to get a birth certificate any other time, are you? Well, Gaismagorm, I hope you enjoyed this.
You know what's funny? When you're born, they give a birth certificate to your family, and when you die, they give a death certificate to your family. You never get it yourself.
It's like kangaroos.
Like kangaroos!
It's like kangaroos. You know, the kangaroo certificate.
The kangaroo certificate that they never give to the kangaroos. But to be fair, they probably would give it to the handlers. Why is it so wet under me?
Is that the corpse, or are we talking about Monk? Oh no, it is very wet under you, yeah. It is so wet under you, why? A soggy goat.
I'm leaking out of my neck stump.
It's your ectoplasm, it's showing. I'm barely high enough to be in the end camera. Yeah, I've eaten food face with this height. Looks so smug. Come on. I had dango. You look like you're growing out of your dog like a weird cotton horn.
I can do what I want. This is how I move.
Are you a naked ghost?
Don't ask that question.
Not like I'm judging you or anything, but I can't see any indication of clothing before your neck disappears from reality, so...
Stop asking me questions you don't want to know the answer to.
Stop it. Stop it. That's so unnerving. It's so much weirder when you're not moving.
Come put my head on your neck. Normal characters.
This is a completely normal hunter. Oh, okay. Surprise! It was us combined. No one ever saw that coming. You okay there, Chiche?
I've got a new head.
Did you want the new head?
No.
Oh, Colin, stop haunting Chiche.
Fine.
Oh God, where have you gone? Oh, this is terrible. Where did you go? Okay, where are you, you son of a bitch?
I'm currently being turned into a weapon.
You're just overflowing at the smithy. Oh, it's really unnerving. I don't like it. Please regrow your body.
I cannot control this part of my life. Oh, you can see the inside of my mouth from underneath.
Why would you know that? And more importantly, why would you look at that? And also,
My
I really
tongue's there.
also want to look at it. Oh yeah, I see it. I see your tongue. Yep, there it is.
Oh,
Okay, let's do the hunt now.
okay.
So welcome to a super fun event quest that got added recently.
Cool. I like event quests.
It's a normal, happy Garangome,
I like that.
as opposed to an abnormal, angry Garangome.
I'm unstoppable in this mode.
All right, let's go!
That's what? There's a berry out there.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. You get a random monster that could be any monster in the game with the Garangome. We got
You
Barry
seem a
off.
little bit large.
He's also very big, yes. But also, how many? It's the arena, and it's like, there's a Garangome, and any given monster, have fun, roll the dice, good luck.
Literally anyone?
Well, I got Kezu the first time. I've seen a lot of Viserios, a bit of Bishatin.
You know, just his normal friends, basically.
Oh!
He's definitely not less threatening at this size, I'll put it that way.
Don't fire punch a child, as a general life rule.
Well, it depends on what you feel about children.
I mean, I don't think any of them really deserve fire punching.
I don't know. A child could commit murder. It's possible.
With a fire punch?
Well, yeah, I mean, then if they do, they definitely deserve fire punching back.
Oh, that should be like, oh, I know it's a bit IE for an IE, which isn't ideal, but if the penalty for murder was being put to death, but in the exact same way that you killed the person, that would be an interesting concept.
I mean, I think it's very dependent on what it is. Like, I don't even want to say it, but there's some of them where it probably won't be that like of a negative effect to the person who did it because they sort of want it.
Okay, why would you go there?
I'm just saying, like the system has to. We can't let the loopholes exist. Like theft is a very like reciprocal crime. Like nobody, like everybody would love to be stolen from if they're stealing. Obviously.
Theft would be the best use for it because then if you steal something, you get. I mean, it can't be the same thing stolen.
Well, no, yeah, I was gonna say if it's the exact same. I'm taking that back. Okay.
Like, oh, okay. So I guess it would have to be equivalent.
No, it would be great with cars though. It's like, you stole my car, I'm stealing your car. What was your car? A Ferrari. What's my car? A Honda Civic.
Okay, perhaps there is some
fair trade. Let's go.
Flaws to this system. But then there's like more ethereal crimes, like, oh no, I've been caught like tax evasion. Now I'm gonna have tax evasion done to me.
No, now I have to become a tax person and check other people's taxes.
Yeah.
How about speeding?
Speeding? Oh, car speeding. There's like, it's not a crime to move too fast. What are you talking about?
Usain Bolt has so many prison
sentences. Usain Bolt has been in so many issues. At the end of every 100-meter sprint, there's just a copper.
Usain, have you been doing it again? No, I swear. Having a difficult time fighting in this situation without my body.
Well, the Barioth isn't making things easy.
But I do think I made a poor decision switching away from sword and shield because it gave me a bit more of bearings of where I was standing, having one on each arm.
Did we cut off his tail? Oh, okay. That's just...
Yeah, his tail's gone.
I want to carve it. Let me carve it. It's about the principle of the thing.
Principle of the thing? Isn't that like a dog?
What?
You know, the thing, when the thing went to school.
Where's the dog come in?
It's the thing.
Parasite that takes over people and pretends to be them. Or it's a Fantastic Four member.
Also, it's so mean. Like, imagine becoming a superhero and people just start calling you, it's the thing!
That's a really good point. I mean, the thing in general gets the raw end of the deal. It's like, hey, me and my 3 best friends, right? We all got given really cool superpowers. You know, she can go invisible and project force fields. He's like super genius and can stretch his body all crazy.
He already was a genius. I don't think that was the
look. All right, he was already super genius, but you know, it's part of it. This guy can literally fly and become a supernova. What do I get? I get to be worse orange Hulk.
No, he's made of impenetrable materials. He's basically immune to all types of damage.
Don't try and tell me that the Thing is not by far and away the lamest Fantastic Four.
Well, it's definitely the lamest Fantastic Four member.
Like, it should be the Fantastic 3 and the Thing.
It's so much worse in every conceivable way. Are you enjoying your Barioth that you're fighting for some reason?
I just feel like it should die, you know? It's gone to the trouble of being in here.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess so. It is in the arena. You mentioned the monsters that can be in here. It's so far we've had Barioth, you've said Kezu, you've said losing the name, Lysarios. It's the monsters with wings. They just saw a giant Garangolm having fun and flew into the arena to check it out.
Also, his eyes go orange when he's angry, right? Instead of blue. But it really should be the other way around. Like, orange start with blue and angry. That's like a more intimidating switch. I'm surprised this Barioth is still kicking and flying and breathing and moving.
He just has nothing to be scared about. It's like, we could kill him, but is that really what our goal is here? The monster's looking at you.
Oh, yeah, that one's like the monster's giving you a once-over. Oh. The monster likes what it sees.
Hey, monster.
Hey, you're looking at me, monster. The monster wants your phone number.
No.
He clapped himself to death.
He did. He surprised himself. And
yeah, like he went, oh, that made an explosion. Ah!
Oh, no.
Hey. You're right there.
Yeah, you know, I'm doing okay.
That's the adventures of Child and Ghost. It sounds kind of weird when you put it like that.
Am I a good hat?
You're a very good hat.
Thank you.
Alright, guys, that's a little bit of muddy, sunbreaky fun. Give it a good spin. And, yeah.
Spin?
Like if you enjoyed this, subscribe and hit the bell for more. Consider supporting the future channel and Patreon down below. And until we meet again, goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.